everybody. Oh, it is a awesome Monday. We're gonna see some people chiming in right now. Let's see if anybody does come in. Hello, hello. Sorry for the mess. The office. It's always like this, and it is hot. I'm sure. Hopefully the sound is coming in okay to you guys, as I got the little mini swamp cooler behind me as I'm up above in the shop, so it gets a little bit hot up here. Let's see if we got. Let's see the chat. Rob, what's going on? Tomahawk is here from Kyle Killy. What's going on, man? Just in time. Make it exciting. What's going on, Tony? Sound is great. Awesome. I don't know. I got this cool little. It's like a Rode or something like that. Yeah, Rode. I'm trying to get my my messenger to work, and it's just not being nice to me. Here we go. Rob messaging me. It's 6 o'clock. Let's go. I'm gonna let people chime in real quick. I'm gonna get my other camera here ready. How are all you doing? What's going on, Shark Tongue? Sound is butter. Right on. Trying to get my thing to access my camera on this side. Give it another 30 seconds here. What's going on, Dan? And guys are chiming. We'll see. We got about 19 people right now. See if we can get a couple more in here. Guess you got to open this thing in Chrome. I'm trying to go on my cell phone so I can basically have another camera to show you guys the new product and what's going on. I'm gonna flip around my camera. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. All right. What's going on, Kirsten? Okay, so let's get right to it, guys. A couple new products that are going to be coming out here from Mod. A lot of things. Obviously, you guys might have saw earlier today we dropped the shock bodies for the big bore shocks that we do. Let me go on here. I'm gonna try and share my screen right now. All right. There, I can share that. Oh, look at those sexy guys right there. Look at us. Okay, here it is. So here's the shock bodies right here, and so we have all these different colors. So there's 7 different colors that we're looking at doing. This is like the light gray, I'm calling it. Then you've got the kind of gunmetal gray right here. You've got the gold. You've got blue, green, red, and kind of the murdered out black. I really like that one. I'm going to copy this link right here, and I'm going to post this in the chat. So go to that link, and you guys can vote on your favorite colors. And basically that will give you, it gives you guys the power. We're going to do 4 to 5 colors, depending on what you guys choose. These are all hard anodized colors. They turned out really, really nice. I don't have any here with me because basically after your guys' input, we're going to be sending that off to the anodizer saying, hey, these are the colors that we want. We're going to have about, I think, like 100 and I forget how many sets, but there's going to be about 30 to 40 of each color. and then they're going to kind of be a limited edition run of those colors. So gonna be pretty sweet. Tony's saying gold. I know a lot of people are liking the gold. Um, that's Tony Schumacher out there from the Nitro Compound. We'll be out there later this year. What's going on, Dwayne? Awesome. So going onto that link, let me know what you guys think, and we're gonna know kind of what we're going on. Gold is one of my favorites too, so we're gonna do a few of them and narrow it down and do it. So it should be pretty cool. What's going on, Derek? Yeah, so these will be coming pretty quick, guys. Once we get those colors in, a lot of the stuff has been done. We've just been waiting on those color swatches just to make it just right. We wanted it to be perfect for you guys. Let me click off of this. Okay. As for some other things, so the shocks are coming. Any sort of major changes from the other ones? No. It's going to be colors. We're just getting it in there kind of with our whole body project that we did. We wanted to just give guys variety of what's going on. Like you can see the body right back there. So there. So that's the body sitting back there. That's one of our green ones. We got a little bit of stuff everywhere in here. So what else do we have coming? So for those that haven't seen, we released these at Silver State, but then we've done a little bit more. We've come out with the A. We already had the A block, but we just came out with the C, D, and B block for everything. Let me see if I can get myself in here. See if I can join the stream. All right, so here is the, let me turn down that volume. So here's the, that's the D block right there. Some features that you'll notice versus the other one is that there's not a lot, there's the C and D blocks of normal. They're all chewed up, kind of, not chewed up, but they're clearanced a lot. So definitely on a hard hit, you can end up bending these to the side, and then you kind of have to buy a new C and D block. This one, you're able to just buy the single one of what you want or a pair. They do accept the standard pills from TLR. So that's the C and the D block. And then we just came out with a B block. I need to put these up on the website, but these will be coming soon. And then obviously we have our A block. And this is just purely for durability, guys, and for sensibility for those out there. Oh, let me see if my voice should still be coming into you guys, I do believe. No, there we go. Hopefully was I still coming in? Hopefully. So this is the, let's see if I'm able to like minimize myself. How do you do this? All right, well, hopefully I'm coming in. Yeah, all right, I'm coming in, I believe. So this is the B block here. These are made 100% in the USA, and ADI makes these for us, so 100% made in the USA. So this is just a nice feature, just for those guys. When you do bend one, they're just going to be much more durable than the standards. So some more blingage for you guys. So we now have all the blocks for you, the A, B, C, and D block that accept the TLR pins. So kind of nice. So that's a new product from us. That's already up on the website. We need to put the B block up. One of the new ones as well that you guys will see. Hey, Chris or Jason. Anybody down there? Nobody's down there. Okay. Nobody's down there. Well, versus the, see if I have these stock ones up here. Do you have a stock eyelet? Shock eyelet? So something new coming from us, guys, is the all-new mod shock eyelet for fifth scales. So these are all steel with a stainless steel ball right here and a little bit of grease in there. But these right here are a huge advantage. Piece of hair. For you, just in durability wise versus a standard one, which we'll get that up for you guys here soon and kind of show you. These guys right here, super nice. They're just going to be just that next durability upgrade. A lot of us, thank you. A lot of us have been using the old OC Baja ones and everything like that, which kind of resemble the Heim joint. So you can see the Heim joint here, and guys do sell these, but the hole is not the proper size, so you have to use some sort of adapter, as well as the sizing that they have is not proper. So it's it gives you too much droop. So we did give them a little bit more than stock. Here's a stock one. So you're going to see the stock plastic one. The stock plastic one versus ours. So much beefier. The plastic ones, they'll bend down here at the bottom versus this, as well as we gave it a little bit more length right there for you. So you'll get more usable droop out of the car. So these are super nice. They're fully rebuildable. You can take out the 3 screws and the ball and everything like that. So it's a nice upgrade, all steel, and the proper sizing as well here for the shock cup. So those will get on the website here very soon, probably tonight. I'll have these guys up for you, and so that's a new product. That's actually really sweet. We've been needing these for a long time because you'll rip out the other ones. And we've been needing something that you're able to just have where you can trust and rely in it in those long races. They do have these out, like I said. These are the just a normal Heim joint, but you can't really get them in the proper sizing of what you need. They do have these flats that are here. So the flats versus it being round for going in your shock cup. That sucks. And then also that shock hole, you have to have an adapter to run the screw that's needed. So we have the proper ball. So these are 100%, made custom just for us. So just bulletproofing these things, as Mr. Jake Alton is saying. So super nice upgrade. We'll be getting these up very soon on the website. We have a limited batch that was able to get back here, and the rest of them are shipping out soon. So these will move super fast. Okay, so that is another one. And then let's flip me back over here. One of the big things that you guys will see coming from us will be an all new generation of puck systems. So let me share my screen here. I had it with Sammy here. I gotta go to the mod channel. There we go. So let me share the screen here. All right. So you guys will see here, basically all new puck system. See right in here, kind of we were a little bit secretive. Sammy ended up winning with this guy, and it's basically from the ground up. There's a lot of small changes, nothing crazy, but small incremental changes that are going to really help out the B7. So this is for the new team associated B7. These we have dropped the pre-order for these. I know a lot of people have been asking. I will get the link for you guys here soon, and I'll drop it in the comments. But yeah, so that's a kind of a close-up picture there of the new B7 pucks. We're going to kind of show you guys what the differences are. Why did we do it? What are the main differences? What are you guys going to be getting in your package going forward? And so all new things coming your way. So, okay, so let me click this off, back over to me. So there was a couple changes. If you guys have any questions, post them up. Why did we change it to begin with? It's been very successful. And just all together, we've been very happy with it. So why the change? So for those that are wondering, I didn't have them in here, but this is obviously the B7. See if it focuses in. Right. Yeah, it's gonna have a hard time. Right there, where the let me see if I can see on here. Yeah, it might be better. Let me click over this other screen. Yeah, way better. So I can see right here. So right there, where the ball stud mount is, sorry, where the ball stud mount is, the pucks were so wide that you can pretty much see it. Right there, they would end up hitting on compression. They would hit. You can see right now in here, I have installed the new version. Oh, well, that just popped up. That was supposed to happen. I don't have any screws in there. Okay. So the good thing it's not our product. Just kidding. So you'll see the pucks in there that they've been basically reduced in size. So you can kind of see here on this side, if I'm able to get it to focus properly, you can see that's a 1.0 puck right there. That is the smallest of the pucks. And you're going to basically notice that how far it is from the screw that's there at the top, where the screw is versus the orange puck. It's really close to the outdrive face. And why is that? Well, that was the original design of the pucks. And then what we ended up finding out is once you wore through, and you can kind of see the difference in where the orange puck is versus the screw. Once that would wear through, the screw would actually end up coming in contact with the aluminum outdrive, wear them out prematurely, and just wasn't super good. So we ended up coming up with the 1.5 pucks, which is a good example right here. You're gonna see the 1.5 pucks are, sorry, there's a little flashing right there. Are pretty thick. You'll see versus the 1.0 puck, as far as the sizing, much smaller altogether. So you'll see that difference in that sizing. And then right here, I have a 1.5 and a 1.0 to show you guys the difference. Let's see if it focuses. So you can see the difference. I didn't put a screw on the other side, but you can see the difference in the sizing between the two. So we ended up transferring over to the 1.5 puck for pretty much all generations that you guys have seen. And why do we do that? Well, when you put the 1.5 puck in there, it moves basically the screw head away, and it actually gives you more surface area for wear on this guy throughout the stroke when it goes up and down inside the car on the outdrive. So you got more basically surface area for wear. You didn't have issues with the screw hitting anymore. You basically have to wear through the entire puck to meet with the outdrive, and that's kind of on you when it goes like that. So we ended up going away from the 1.0, going to the 1.5. Well, I don't know why, but when they redesigned the B7 from the B6.4, this ball stud mount is way close to the outdrive. So you'd have to either run the 1.0 pucks, which you would get terrible wear characteristics, or you ran the 1.5, but you'd have to grind. If not, it absolutely hit. But you'd have to shave down this block on the inside right there. And it was just a pain to do. I know that we came out with kind of the version much like this that you guys had was actually, which bone? It was this bone right here. And you'd have to shave it down. We did include the 1.5s saying that, hey, you got to shave it down. And that sucked. So we didn't want to release something that was essentially, we didn't want to have something where you had to grind into your car to change it up. I know there's aftermarket for aftermarket, but we didn't want that to happen. So we went in and said, hey, we're going to design something new here, and basically nothing crazy new, but new sizing. So I came up with the idea of, well, why don't we reduce the actual size of the bone itself. So let me kind of show you. I need to take off a puck off of this other one. Give me a second here as I fiddle with this. All right. Give me a second. Okay. So this is the brand new bone here. So this is the brand new bone. And there's a couple dimensional changes that were done with this. So you're going to notice that the actual width of this is actually much smaller than before. So if I get my nice Harbor Freight calipers here, you guys can see about 3.5 as far as the width versus a stock one where they've always been the same, but don't worry about the color. This is the bimetal. So versus that, which is almost 4.5. Yeah, 4.5 versus basically 3.5. So a millimeter difference. So half a mil on each side is what we took off on the bone itself. So this got obviously much more narrow as far as the actual end of the bone. So what did that change? So it changed the puck pin. So there is an all new pin. So if you'll see here. So these are still the, trying to put a puck on here. So these are still the 2.0 pucks. Let's see. It's still the 2.0 pucks versus you could see the 2.0 pucks here with the 1.5 pin. So essentially you can see the difference in sizing. between the two. So we went narrower on the bone itself. You still get the same surface area of the wear characteristics of the pucks. And it just shortened the envelope of what we did with the B7 versus what else is out there. So you may ask the question, well, can I run this bone with the 1.5 pins and the 2.5 pucks? The answer is going to be no. So you can still run your same little orange pucks, but you will need the all-new 1.5 pin that will come with the system. We'll include an extra one in there as well, like we always do for complimentary kits there. But yeah, so it will be an all-new pin that's going to change. So what did that do? So when you move the diff up and down in the car, you're able to move this anywhere from the 0 position to the 3 position when you move the diff up and down. In the 0 position, the 2.0 pucks, they did not hit. Or the 1.5 pins with the 2.0 pucks or 1.5 pucks, whatever you want to call it. But it did not hit. But you get that surface area that you were looking for. You're going to see that with the new 1.25 pucks and pins right there, with the basically 1.5 pucks, 1.25 pin, throughout the stroke, it's going to stay within the zone that you want, where it's going to keep that screw head away from the outdrive. So that is super nice. And this is what Sammy used, and also Kyle Holmberg had at the J Concepts event. And Sammy put these in, and he noticed a huge difference as far as just the wear characteristics, and then from where he was at before. And then he had the new system in there, and he got a TQ and A1, A2 against the best. So he loved them, and he's like, man, it was a huge difference. You're going to notice, you can see the pill right there. That's all the way one out and bottom with the +2, and it still has plenty of engagement right there with the full contact patch. And then also we took out, sometimes they'll run the limiters. You can see 2 limiters, those little white things down at the bottom. And that is so when you go up on compression, you can see even right now, this is the old bone. So this is the old one. You can see it where it kind of deflects that outdrive. So we reduce and this is all the way 1 and in. So we reduce the size of the bone itself. So you'll notice this is all the way out, but there's plenty of clearance there between that outdrive face and the bone itself. And that's with no limiters. So we didn't have there's no shock limiters that are here within here. So we wanted it so guys had that extra bit of, and that's all the way with no limiters. Kind of just that right sizing that you're going to want for the B7 specifically. So the bone changed in length. We went to the new 1.5 puck pins. There's still you could see that the orange piece right there sticking way up above the outdrive. This is in the 3 position right here, and you're able to just rotate it nice and smooth, so you don't have to shave your block. And that was kind of the main goal, is get this to be where it's easier for the consumer to be able to just pop this in their car, get it dialed in, and should be good. So there's one more change that we did. We ended up, I don't know if you can really see, we ended up thinning out the bone as well. So the bone is thinner than the old previous bone. So it is a bit lighter than the old bone. So we took a little bit more off, and this will be the next generation that we go to versus the bimetal. So you guys will obviously notice this, where you have the 2 different pieces, and you have the screw and those keyed together, and then you have the screw that went through the top. These keyed. It's actually a really cool design, but it ended up being where this design for carpet and turf does not work. The aluminum will not hold up. And with a lot of these tracks going to higher traction tracks, just the durability that we could get out of a lightweight version steel bone was kind of the ticket for us. So this will be kind of the one bone for everything. The bimetal stuff, at least for normal front and rear drivetrain on 4-wheel drive and or 2-wheel drive, we'll be going to something like this. The 1.25 puck will probably start to take over for a lot of it, and that's kind of the new generation that we're coming into now with it sized properly. These are nickel plated still; they're not zinc plated. We splurged for that. We did not raise the pricing on it, even though the nickel went up, because we really want you guys to have a nice product here. Let me go and I'm going to drop the link for you guys to get them on pre-order. Please get these things on pre-order, guys. They may run out, so I'm going to drop that link. That's for you'll notice the first one is the gear diff version. The second one is a ball diff. I don't have a picture up, but it will come with basically the ball diff out drives that will look a lot like this. They're all lightweight, super cut up there. These are the lightweight. These are all aluminum as well. You'll notice the difference between like the old version of like the B6 is going to be that color. The new version of the B7 is going to be in that color right there, which you can see. A little bit that hard dark gray for you. And then obviously these will look pretty much the same. So these are the 6.4, the 7, they're all the same as far as this guy here. And this will come with all the diff rings, the diff balls, everything like that. And pretty much just a $10 differential in between that of the that. So basically ball diff, gear diff. So that's going to be the new addition right there between the two. And like I said, there'll be a $10 differential between the kits. The ball diff kit will be about, I believe it's $100, $99.99 and $89.99 for the gear diff kits. And these should be pretty hot coming up before the Carpet Nationals. Obviously, the pucks fit right inside there. You can see how that 1.25, just sticks right above there versus here's a 1.5 puck. You can see the difference in how much further it sticks up. And that was just so we could use basically the standard bones. You had the other puck, and this wasn't bad. It's not a problem. It's just that with the clearance issues, we needed to suck that in a little bit, but still have the same wear characteristics that you weren't getting with, for instance, the 1.0, which I'll just show you the top of it there. The 1.0 definitely sits right there, basically darn near flush with the outdrive face. So yeah, that is the kind of the new iteration of what's going on there. So all new bone, that's the biggest change. The new pin, new bone sizing, different thickness on the bone, the improved clearance for it. Like I said, the bone size has been changed from the previous B7 one that we had. That was basically our other bone that worked on the 6.4, that it was good enough. But definitely when we had it purposely made, we reduced the sizing of it just slightly. The other ones will still work. It's just in some instances when you're all the way the furthest in on the block, underneath full compression, there could be a little bit of it could possibly come in contact with. So that's what you're gonna. Those are the main changes on what we did. And these are all made 100% the USA at MIP. And we've been going back and forth and just sizing it all up. And the performance on the track, Sammy doing absolutely killer. And then for just puck systems in general, we've been going to the J Concept Series, the National Series, and they've been kind of winning every year, which has been awesome. So that's in the ball diff right there. And what's nice is that between the two, I don't have another bone here all set up with me, but between the two, but whether you go ball diff or you go gear diff, it's going to be the same bone. So you can use the same one, or if you want to just buy a gear diff kit and then get the ball diff out drives, you can. It's going to be the exact same bone. This is not changing. Sorry, have it refocus. There we go. That will not be changing from before, where we would do two separate ones. So there would be usually an aluminum bone with the aluminum outdrive here versus the skinny steel bone and the gear diff outdrive. That was kind of our combination before. But now we're taking this one. We were able to get the weight down to about that, with most of your weight savings coming from your outdrives and kind of the one bone fits all tactic. And then you guys are able to say, oh, I want to try a gear diff right now. I want to try a ball diff, depending on, because I know, especially with very high traction dirt tracks, you guys are going to see where you're going to be trying that out, especially at like Hoosier RC in the Hoosier RC Hobbyplex, where they glue their track. I'll have guys where they'll be transferring in between both ball diff and gear diff, depending on their setup. And it's nice to not have to change out these bones every time and just change out your differential with the quick change access diff. Obviously, you can pull this right up and that diff comes right out after you take out the screws, obviously. So those are some new changes there, guys. So hopefully that's some good information for you guys for the all new gear that's coming out from us. So to reiterate, we have the brand new B7 line of stuff. We've got the all new rod ends here for fifth scales. So those are really, really nice. It's going to come with 4 in a package. It'll come with 4 in a package, as well as it'll come with a little bit of extra screws that are there for you. We've got the all new B block, the C and the D block, as well as we always have that A block right there as well. All new blingage for you guys. So a bunch of new products that are coming out from us here, and hopefully you guys, are going to pick these up. Like I said, we'll get a lot of this stuff on over the next day here. I'll be posting up on the social medias. You can grab the pre-order right now for the new B7 puck system. These are going to go quick, guys. We have the ball diff one up and the gear diff one. The pictures are up for the gear diff one. The ball diff I do not have up yet because it's an all new system. So make sure you guys get in those pre-orders. I'm telling you, please do not sleep on these things. I posted the link again in the chat. We kept the pricing the same, guys. I know everything's been going up. We feel you guys. Our price went up for the nickel plate on there. We were looking into doing a zinc plating, but when I heard it was taking too long for them to do it, it felt like it looked cheaper. I don't think the wear characteristics, I don't know if they would have been the same. So I said, you know what, for our customers, these things are, the nickel helps with the wear characteristics of this thing. So basically, I don't know, my phone just died. That thing went kaput. I don't know why it died. It shouldn't have. Well, anyways, go away. So the nickel plating is it's just, and it came out really, really nice versus the other nickel that I've seen. And it's just a really expensive, well, it's like an electrolysis process of plating it. And the new steel that we're using for this, super strong. It's been widely tested with what we're doing. And we just wanted a nice package for you guys of what it would be. And the zinc plating was going to be a little bit cheaper, so we were trying to see if it had the same pizzazz. I wasn't happy with what I had seen from what they were giving us, so I said, hey, just pay for the extra. We kept the pricing exactly the same for you guys. And yeah, so go and get those things on pre-order, guys. The price for the ball dip versus the 6.4 actually went down from previous. So let's do a little check on that. Let me see here. I'll share the screen. So you can see it's $89.99 for the gear diff setup, $99.99 for the ball diff setup. Don't worry about the image. Just know that you'll be getting the new setup all. So we go to the 6.4, and they were out of stock here. Well, both of them are out of stock. Yeah, those were much more expensive there. Actually, I thought they were 109, so I might have to see if my get them now. Then, guys, that price may change to 109 because of the extra components I have to see with the carbide. But I'm going to honor that 99 price that we have right now. So go and get those ball diff ones if you have it. That might go up by another $10. So for all you guys watching, make sure that you guys go and check that out. It will change after today. So those will probably change to $109.99. I thought they were, when I checked it, because I saw, it's like, well, we could take some monies off because we're not including the extra set of those out dry, or those the extra set of the little I think it was extra pucks. We had extra rod or extra bimetal in there as well. So I think it came with, yeah, it came with these extra guys right here. So go and get those guys quick on there, and those other ones are out of stock. But like I said, get those things on pre-order immediately. I don't know. We should have enough to satisfy what you guys need, but I'm not sure. All right. So that is good. So you guys watching are going to get that special price on the ball diff. Like I said, they're probably going to go up a little bit after this show. All right. Let me see if I can answer any questions here. What's going on, Eric? What's happening, John? Larry Tom, what's up, my man? So Timothy Triplet, any plans on Schumacher LD3 mod drivetrain and axles? So I've been wanting to do it. I've been trying to talk to Muzz over there to get us one. I want to see these should perform really well with the market. We're also looking at doing X-ray. I know Kyle Killy will be happy about that. So we're looking at those. So when will, that's a good one, Steve. When will the pre-orders ship for the pucks? 1 week. So next Tuesday, we'll have them shipping out. We have to get them all bagged up and everything, as well as we have a trip come Wednesday. So we have to get packaging. Before then, we're going to have our packager work on it throughout the week and weekend, getting those things. So the pre-order, that is a very good point. I'm going to update that and let you guys know of a ship date. So I will update the website right now. What will that be? So that will be the 30th. So July 30th. So in 1 week's time, guys, both of those will ship, and we'll get these things updated. So that was a good one. So thank you, Steven. Let me take off, hide that one. So now for Steven Emmons. So 1 week's time, sir. That will they will get shipped out. What's going on, Lance? What's going on, Blue Groove? What's happening? What's up, Justin? So yeah, so should be updated. Yeah. So I'll show you guys the update here. So you can see pre-order ship July 30th, 2024. So we'll have those in for you guys. Thank you, Adrian Stillwell. Yeah, they're totally ground up for the bone, guys. Well, yes and no. I'd say all new sizing for it, and we haven't done it in the past. I didn't want to have to go away from a lot of the guys having the pins, but you're still able to use your pucks. Pins never wear out, so you get them when you get rebuilt anyways. So it was a good in between compromise for that, and then we felt confident we can go thinner on the bone, get it near that aluminum weight for you guys, but then you're able to use it where you can go in between both gear diff and ball diff, and that's for the racer. That's super nice to like not have to worry about, you know, if something's going to fatigue or something. And the aluminum's awesome, but with the bimetal, and it's cool, but honestly, we've had guys before where the screw will come out. I don't usually have it happen, but I've seen it where other customers will. I've seen where this gets lopped off at the end, depending on their spacing, so they're not as durable. It's, you know, they are lighter, but the half a gram or whatever it is between the two is minuscule for the durability that you can get out of this guy right here. So just those we'll still have them for the center setup for 4-wheel drive, but going forward for all 2-wheel drive and for 4-wheel drive front and rear in the thing, this will be kind of the new gambit that we're going to be introducing and going for. So it should be good. So Robbie Rob's saying how much the new shock's going to cost. So they will be, I don't think we really have to change pricing on those either. We're trying to keep our pricing decently the same throughout the entire thing. We have them out of stock right now. We're going to probably add in a pre-order once we have the colors that we want. And get those going, because kind of when those colors are out, they're out. But those are still going to be for just the shocks and everything. They're still, we're going to keep them at that $549 price that we have them at, and that's not going to change. So we were able to hedge our bets where all the springs we bought, like I think I bought like 600 or 800 springs of each size. Because of the steel of when you got them and manufactured them, that was the good pricing to get the springs for. So we have 2 or 3 batches worth of springs left in stock. So we're not really incurring all those costs, which is nice. because that was, I think, 14 grand, 16 grand just for the springs. So we're able to get those over. And then the O-ring, some of the other stuff, we're able to, help out with those costs. So I know stuff is all going up, but I think that we're able to keep it for the customer. We're able to keep our pricing the same of that we had in 2021, which is good. Is there going to be an option to just buy the shock bodies? No, Sam. We're going to keep it as full kits. So they will be full kits. They'll be basically special edition setups. I guess we could do it. Honestly, we could do it. They'd be a pretty penny to do the thing. If you hit me up before we end up building kits with them, possibly, maybe. So that should be good. So yeah, guys, a lot of cool things coming about from 10th scale to 5th scale. And we're going to be getting up some of those other ones so you guys can basically pre-order them. The shock rod ends will pretty much be available right off the bat. The A, B, C, and D blocks, those are available right now. The B7 stuff, that's pre-order. That'll all ship out. And I'll put up the bones separately. I'll put up the 1.25 puck rebuild kits separately. So you guys are able to get all your extra goodies. Jason Peterson, you still in contact with Mike or Slim from SoCal? I just stumbled across your page. Remember, yeah, SoCal as a kid. That is me. So Slim. So I run the Huckleberry club race. I'm the announcer out there for at Huckleberry at Anaheim River Lakes, Santa Ana River Lakes here in Anaheim. There we go. And I run their club program there. And Slim comes down every once in a while. It's good to see him. I talk with Mike every once in a while as well on Facebook. I have not seen him down at a track in a while. But yes, still good friends with both those guys. Dan Salaji, any update on the series points? Dan, I have been lagging on that. Apologies. I should be able to update those before I head out to Blaine's track this weekend. So that's kind of leads us into some new races that we have coming up, guys, that are pretty exciting. Now that we're kind of new, we're going to have all that new product for 5th scale this next weekend. Let's lead you guys through some kind of cool events we're going to be hitting up this summer. I'm excited about these. So let me share the screen here. Let me get my cell phone back on charge as well. Oh, this thing will boot back up. All right, so we got a couple cool events we're going to be hitting up for racing and coverage for 5th scale. So we have it here. This on mod. You guys can see it, but we got this brand new track, this Speed Demon RC Raceway, run by my good buddy Blaine and Wolfgang up there. And this is brand new track, guys. It's in Lincoln, California. And super excited about this track. They did have a grand opener earlier in the month, but I guess it was super hot, and luckily for us, those temps are going down. So I know it's going to be, I believe, in the low 90s when we're up there. We're going to leave out of here on Thursday and get up there and start getting set up, and we're going to help. I'll be announcing and running the program for them to make sure everything goes dialed. And they got 8th scale and 5th scale classes up there. Looks like they got some pro moto. and everything. So super excited to get up there and race at this brand new racetrack. I know my NorCal boys up there, Clinton, Phil, Blaine. We've got Peter Cassin up there, Big John, Big Mitch, Mitch Mitchell, and yeah, the Wiggies. So got a ton of good NorCal guys up there, and those guys always come down and support us down here in SoCal and all over. Got nothing but respect for all my guys up there, and we want to go up and try and help them and support. Also, shout out for Mr. Rob Hudson. Rest in peace. He was one of our good fifth scale guys. He lived up there. He was a diehard fifth scale guy as well. He moved out to, I do believe it was Kentucky or Tennessee or something like that. He moved out east when he retired from UPS. He ended up getting the Rona and went into the hospital. He never came out. One of the best dudes you'd ever meet. So shout out to my boy. I know he'd be happy that this raceway, because I think he kind of championed running at this track, and it never really, this was like his test track, and now it's becoming something. So shout out to him. We'll have a moment of silence out there for Rob Hudson at this event. So super excited to go up there and kind of have him in remembrance. Really good guy, and just the entire crew of Speed Demon RC Raceway and the entire NorCal crew. These guys are gold. So we are excited to go up there and champion that. We'll have parts in stock. We got a lot of new goodies back in stock for all of our fifth scale stuff, and so we should be fully stocked and be able to help out. Luckily, we've had a little bit of moments since basically Robinson's that we've been able to kind of survive on. So that's the first one. Next up, and we'll get to Robinson's as well. Next up is the East Coast Nationals. So we are excited to go to this one. We'll be doing live coverage up there, as well as at Blaine's track. We'll have live coverage. But we're going to the East Coast Nationals. This is at Rocky Hill RC Raceway. We had a full mod crew that went up there a year ago now, and it's probably one of the coolest tracks I've ever been to. The thing's in like a big bowl, so it's like in a huge bowl. It's like probably 2 football stadiums as far as like how big the track is. It's massive, or it might be 1 football stadium. It's huge as far as the track's concerned. It's in a big, it's in a bowl, and you like climb a mountain. You're like shifting gears, like going up the hills and then jumping down. They'll reverse the track. You'll jump down. You'll have like all this hang time, like coming over down. 10 seconds worth of hang time. It's super cool. So shout out to all my boys out there from the Rocky Hill Raceway crew. We're coming in force. We've got a good mod crew that's coming out there. I think there's gonna be more of us this year than last year, and we brought a lot of our West Coast guys. We talked to our OBR buddies. They're coming out. They have a crew that's coming out. I know DRT has a crew going out. So there's a good cell group of us from the West Coast that's coming out to support our East Coast brethren. And rightly so. They've come out to a couple of events. Good to see those guys. So shout out to them. And we'll have full live coverage from Mod Live Media out there as well. So that should be a ton of fun. Then last but not least, kind of our last and final one that we'll be hitting before. We'll have a mod event right before this as well at Delta. But for kind of our tour for what Mod's going to be helping out with other events, the California State Championships hosted by Robinson RC Raceway. Super excited about this. Robinson has been supporting the fifth scale crew out here for a couple years now. He started off just racing, and then it's developed into a passion and probably a little bit of a sickness like all of us have for this thing. And you can see the improvements that they've been doing. They started with like 2 pumps before, with like 2 hoses and like 2 or 3 buckets. Now there's 4 pumps. There's six of those 275-gallon tanks on every side. They've got Sight Solar in there. Shout out to my boy from Sight Solar for all his help and support and what they do, Jason Moorhead. And so it's huge as far as the strides that they've made. We replaced all their terrible pipe. Shout out to Hobby Action, as well as Nitro, the Nitro compound helping us out, and Mod. And we replaced the entire pipe on their track so they don't have their stupid Schedule 40 water pipe that they had on it before. That's absolutely terrible. Don't use that ever again at any RC track. So they've done a huge amount of improvements there at Robinson. And we're excited for kind of their big official. They've had their opener. We've had a couple little races, but this one's going to be balls to the wall, a race for them. And we're going to help put this on for them as well, and make it happen. So the California State Championships will have full live coverage out there. This will be one to hit out there in Potrero, California, and we're looking forward to going out and supporting those guys and helping them the best way that we can. So these are kind of the next three big events. Then we also have Mod's event at Delta in September. It's about a month before this one, and so we'll be out there with our boys. So that'll be a lot of fun. And then also the California Championships. This will count as a Mod Series race. They're gonna be using our system. This is a qualifying level of event. Where it's the first time we're going to be trying this. We want to try and see if the helping out with doing this, we want to maybe spread this to like our Fear Farm guys, for Monster Cross, a couple other ones of these qualifying level of events for like the Mod Series. Maybe make it like a national style series for these qualifying level of events. So first one that we're trying it with, we're going to see how it goes. I'm all into new stuff. And you guys can earn some awesome mod points by going out to this thing. So should be pretty cool. So this will count towards the series. So let's see if this be pretty cool. Help people with points. Makes it awesome. And I think it'll be a really cool addition. And we'll see how that all works out going into the future of this. So those are the kind of the events that we're going to be hitting for kind of that full mod experience with the live media and everything like that. We'll have full shop setups at every one of them, and we've worked closely with the owners of these to make sure that we're able to provide you guys with the best experience possible, from the live media to timing and scoring to also the parts support there, and that we're able to be there and help you guys out the best way that we can. So hopefully that gives you guys some good information on what's going on. So new product for Mod. 10th scale, 5th scale, we've gone through that. We've got the awesome races we're going out to. First, we're going to be hitting Blaine's track this weekend. That is in Lincoln, California. You can go on Mod, check it out. I will re-show it right here. Speed Demon RC Raceway. We will be up there probably about Thursday nights when we're going to roll in personally. I think that's when people can get in there. Friday practice, Saturday quals, and Sunday is going to be the main racing. We're going to see on this 3 qualifier thing. I talked to Blaine about it. If we have a ton of entries, we're going to cut it down to 2. And that'll just be per that one. Entries are very, very comparable. It works out to basically $20 a day for your first class, which is not bad at all. So really thinking about the racers right there. This is a brand new track. They put in a ton of energy. Our NorCal dudes are awesome. And, it should be really, really cool going up to this brand new track up there in Lincoln. We are excited about it. And we'll have full Mod Live media coverage for you guys. to kind of make it that much better. East Coast Nationals, that's going to be in about 3 more weeks time afterwards. You guys are going to want to go to that if you're on the East Coast. This is a bucket list race to go to. I've traveled all over for fifth scale in North America. This is definitely probably top 2 tracks I've ever been to, as far as just the track itself. The amenities there is probably a -2 as far as the where you can go and get food. They do have food on site, which is awesome, so that's positive. But as far as like hotels and food, like if you want to go to Jack in the Box or something, it's not going to happen. So it's like 35 minutes to get anywhere there. But if you can get an Airbnb that's close, sweet, and pack in your stuff, guys. So bring tent, table, generator, food. They do have food on site. It is very good. But don't think that if you break your arm that you're going to be getting to a hospital anytime soon. So don't do that. But it, as far as like once you get in there, like if you can camp out, I think you can camp out. It is a bucket list race. Make it. So super, super cool. We'll be there in force and having a good time with our East Coast buddies. And then this one for the California Champs. Once again, this will be Robinson's big race for the year. And we're going to help make sure that it goes off without a hitch. And I know that he's investing in more water containers, even more so than before, and putting in more money into the facility. And we're going to be there supporting them on all of that. So should be good. So going to be a ton of fun. We're looking forward to hitting these 3 awesome premier events. And then we will have the mod event. Let me see if I have Mod Speed Shop up here. Let's see. Should have my 2024 calendar. Yeah. Looks like I need to add the Robinson one on there. But let me share this one. You can see the NorCal Classic here. It'll be a Delta RC Raceway in Antioch. So some of our NorCal buddies, we're going to get another round up there in September. So it should be pretty cool. And then obviously our finals will be at the Dirt in Paris, November 22nd. So that should be cool. And then yeah, just a thing for you guys. One thing we're doing, you want to get more points. This is a bonus race for the Mod Series points, so we will add that in and get that going. So yeah, we are excited for all the new things to come and all the racing that's going to be going on. So thank you so much, guys, for everything. Like I said, be sure to get those items on pre-order for our 5th scale guys. Go and grab the new ABCD blocks. I'll drop the link right here for the C and D blocks, and then I'll get it to be a little bit better understanding, but I'll drop that link for those guys that want to grab those blocks. The new rod end links, these aren't up yet, but I'll make a special post for these guys with what's going on. So these are really nice, guys, much more durable than the plastic setup. You can just see just the girth size of them is better. They're a little bit longer, so more usable droop. All steel, rebuildable. So super nice, super nice. So get your hands on these. Bill Jordan, let's get a Friday night point series going at Huckleberry RC. I think we are going to be working on something, Bill Jordan, very soon, actually. So I'll be talking to D-Rock about that. And come down to Huckleberry, guys. If you guys are into wanting to race down here in SoCal, Huckleberry is an amazing facility. It is only 10 scale, or 8. Basically, it's only electric off-road. They're going to have an on-road track going in there. It's like 30 seconds from my shop. We announced their club racing and everything like that. So yeah, so should be pretty. Go down to Huckleberry, check it out. Santa Ana River Lakes. You can't miss it. Let me pull it up right now. If you guys are in the SoCal area, you want to hit up this track. I know my boys, Brian Shapiro, Duncan's been coming down, Josh Mitchell. So a lot of our fifth scale brethren, I know Dan was down there. A lot of our fifth scale guys have been patroning this place because we're all down here and getting some practice in for fifth scale. All right, so this is pretty cool to see. So let me share this. So you guys can see this is Santa Ana River Lakes. You scope up. Here's this is the 91 freeway. It's the 55. So you just get right off here. So mod is actually a little heart symbol. That's mod right there. And then you just go over. And this is Huckleberry right here. Now look at this. Super awesome track. So this is your track right here. And those are the pits. And then over here is actually going to be a brand new on-road track. There's going to be an on-road track here, off-road track around pits. I think there's going to be pits over here. So pretty sweet. Huckleberry is awesome. That's the driver's stand right there. That's right in this little area would be my little announcing trailer that I have. So yeah, super awesome facility. Yeah, Brandon Austin just went down. I forgot about Brandon. He's one of our new guys down there. Races fifth scale, racing 8 scale with us. So we generally run all the time Tuesday nights, and we sprinkle it out there. But go and follow them. I'll shoot a link to you guys. Let me be sure to follow them on Facebook, because there is a weekly schedule depending on fishing there, as well as just the general schedules. I'm going to drop a link for you guys in the chat. So just go and like that and follow Huckleberry RC Raceway. Go and check that out. Yeah, 1/10 and 8 scale electric. Yep. Jack and Jesse, any chance for the Mugen MSB1 pucks? So Mugen we want to work on as well. We haven't got there yet. I would probably do the Schumacher probably first, then maybe X-Ray, then Mugen. It's haven't seen many of them yet. That's kind of my apprehension. I love the Mugen. I love Mugen guys. Their 8 scales are amazing. I think their 10 scales great as well. I just haven't seen the major push that I'm kind of seeing out of Schumacher and X-Ray, because there's usually a main like 2 or 3. Like obviously there's AE, TLR. They've been having manufacturing issues, and then I don't know the direction they're going with their car right now, because it's an old platform. But we produce stuff for them. But those two are kind of the mains. You always have kind of the fringe one that was like a Kyosho. You had PS Racing. Schumacher was a little bit fringe there for a while here in the States. But it looks like Schumacher's making a big push. It looks like X-Ray's making a big push. I haven't seen the push from Mugen. I've seen where it's been. I just haven't seen the push. So for us to do a major run of stuff for it is difficult for us to pull the trigger, because it's like every time we do like a project, it's 10 grand. So like it's a lot of $10,000 we're putting out there, and I can't eat this stuff. I can't eat it. So it's got to go to you guys. So if there's nobody to buy it, it's tough for us to pull trigger on doing it. What's going on, John? What's happening, Richard Lake? Oh, yeah, Huckleberry Harris. So it should be good, guys. We're looking forward to all of the races we're going to. It's going to be like a whirlwind here soon, but we are excited. So the first one on the docket is going to be that Demon RC Raceway. I'm hoping that I said it right. It'd be really bad if I did. Yeah, Speed Demon RC Raceway. Okay, all right. Speed Demon RC Raceway, Demon RC Raceway. So that grand opening's happening this weekend, Lincoln, California. Go and check them out. So I'm going to type in the chat here that address for you guys. So that's that Speed Demon RC Raceway that you guys should check out. 8 scale, 5th scale, 10 scale. I think they got Pro Moto. All are going to be welcome. But yeah, so it should be a lot of fun, guys. Hopefully, you guys are liking the new product we're coming out with, and more to come here in the future. But like I said, get those products on order for yourselves, especially the ball diff and the gear diff setup. It's coming. It's going to be hot, and I don't want to run out. So, will there be 8 scales at the Robinson race in October, Sam? I imagine that it's going to be probably a run what you brung class. Their 8 scale turnout has not been huge. I think it's kind of their big 5th scale one, Sam. I could be wrong. They may have a class for it. I wouldn't turn away anybody. That would be a question for Robinson himself. I would not be the best person to ask that, as it is their event. Richard Lake, we get to see your smiling mug next week. So yes, Richard, we are flying in. We will be covering the One Up Racing challenge, buggy challenge, out there at Hobby Action. So I don't know if we got some limbo going on, where we might have a different crew, but we're gonna have mod coverage there. So either I'm gonna be setting it up for sure. I'm flying in, flying out, flying, going in, staying. David's coming in. Chris, kind of up in the air with the exact crew that's going to be there, but there will be a crew. So we have a we're in limbo right now with what crew it's going to be, because we have another event that might be taking me out. But regardless, we will have mod live media coverage at the One Up Buggy Challenge. So it's a little here and there. I couldn't give you a direct answer, but we'll have coverage, Larry. Don't worry. I know, Jet Setter. I know it's in limbo. So I don't know. But you guys are gonna have coverage. Don't worry about that. Eric's asking, what's the question? So the question, Eric, was, will there be 8 scales at the Robinson, California Championships race? State Championships. So hopefully this is good. You guys got any questions? Post them up now, or forever hold your peace. I've been on here for about an hour and 20 minutes. I'm tired. I went through everything. We got new goodies coming out. Looks like guys already getting their orders in for their goodies. Right on. Yeah, get in those orders, guys. You too, Larry. You need to get the pucks on order. Make sure you have them for the shop. So Robinson's saying we will have 8 scale. Supra, will the T6.4 puck kit work on the older associated T6.2? It will, but you need to update your C and D blocks. That's it. Same arm, same hub. C and D blocks change between the two. Just buy the new C and D blocks. It will work with the 92.5 millimeter bone. Can we get a pre-order for the 5th scale shocks from John Quintero? John, yes. I'm going to narrow down pretty much after this. Get your guys's. I'm gonna post up the link again for the colors that you guys want. So let me bring that in real quick. So these are the colors. I'm gonna post up this link for those that are in here. Be sure that you guys get your votes in because we're choosing, I think it's the best 4 or 5 colors. The best 4 or 5 colors is what you're going to want to get. Or is what we want to get, I should say. Yes. I'm also going to post that link here, guys, for our B7 guys. Be sure that you get these things on order. Like I'm saying, they're going to go quick. We've been having people want them for a long time. We're going to post up that they're coming. So both gear diff and ball diff setups. So, all righty, guys. I think we're pretty much good for the night. Like I said, get that stuff on pre-order. I'll get the rest of this stuff up hopefully tonight. And we will be shipping sometime real soon for that stuff. And then the other stuff is going to be available pretty much tomorrow. And we're looking forward to all the events we're going to be hitting up. And it should be a lot of fun. So we will see you guys soon. We'll see you guys up in Lincoln, California. I'm tired. I'm going to go probably get something to eat. Yeah, grab myself a Dr. Pepper. Go and see Megan. Chill out for the night. Get this stuff up for you guys. Blaine, we'll see you in a few days, my friend. All right, guys. We'll see you guys at Speed Demon RC Raceway this weekend. Be sure to tune in with us as well live. All right, guys. You guys have a good week. Next week, then we'll be at Hobby Action live. And the next week, we'll be live again somewhere or something like that. We're always somewhere. All right, guys. You guys have a good night. We'll see you soon.